All right, check this out. Check this out. Right there. Boom. Beautiful view. Beautiful view. So right now, I'm on vacation. It's my little brother's birthday. We're going out, little beach trip. It was nice. And so me and him are staying in the same room. And I fall asleep first. He's doing his thing. And I got woken up by him. He's touching me. He's pushing me. He's moving around a lot. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But love him. Not going to wake him up. So I become very, very aware of him just so I can keep my space and not get bothered. Because I sleep alone, used to it, you know? I like sleeping alone. It's nice. Anyway, with this heightened awareness of him, I ended up falling asleep. Well, my body ended up falling asleep and sending me into sleep paralysis. So I'm like, all right, I've been here before. This ain't my first rodeo. Next thing I know, I start to leave my body, but I'm like, let's wait. Because one of my rules is not to astral project when I'm not at home or I'm not someplace that I'm familiar with, because I don't know the energy here. I don't know who's been here. I don't know what's gone around here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to leave my body and find some, decapitated woman telling me, the owners killed me. And just, no, don't want to do that. Nope. So I was very, very cautious. I almost considered abandoning it altogether. In fact, I tried abandoning it altogether, but I couldn't, because every time I closed my eyes, the vibrations are still there. I would still just keep going. And so I started playing with the dimension hopping, because when you astral project, you're gonna, in the beginning, if you don't just full blast, you're gonna go to a place that looks very, very similar to where you're at now. So I'd peek my head out, become a little bit aware, heard some noises behind me, no way, dog. So go back in my body, wait a little bit, go out, hear someone talking, no way, dog. Go out, look up, the door's open, no way, dog. Lay down, go out, oh, looks different. It's a little bit bigger than the room I was staying in, but it was nice. It was quiet, which is what I like. I don't like to be disturbed when I leave. And I eventually put all my awareness in there to get a little bit better view of the room. I was like, okay, this is it. So lay back down, and I set the intention to fully just roll out of my body. So I go to roll out, but it doesn't work. I get stuck. I'm like, all right, been here. Gotta let the body do what it knows to do. Because sometimes you want to roll out, but maybe you just gotta stay still, and you'll just pop out. Lay down, black out, come back. I'm at my grandma's house. Let me tell you a little something. This is the West Coast. This is as far west as I can get in the United States. My grandma lives in Puerto Rico. That's the Caribbean. That's past the farthest east I can get in the United States. In fact, it's a little bit southeast. That's over 2,000 miles away, and I was there in an instant. That was a bad snap. All right, you know what? We're gonna deal with it. So I go there, and I'm like, okay, am I with my family? Is this a different dimension? Is like what's going on? Is my grandma gonna be here? And I look a little bit to the left, and it's nighttime. I can see the stars. Oh, through the window. Oh, and it's a little bit different than normal. So I leave the room, and everything's more barren than normal. My grandma's house was very decorated, but the walls were plain. And I hear some voices, so I go a little bit more to my grandma's room, because you exit, right? You exit, you go straight, and then my grandma's room is going to be a little bit to the left. And there's just 3 girls. It's like a group of girls. It almost felt like an Airbnb. It's kind of what I was staying at. And they were nice. They weren't really going to take me into their friend group, because, I don't know, this is not the vibes that I got off of them. So I kind of spent some time inside that room, like, okay, am I going to be by myself? Am I going to leave? Because I don't want to call too much attention while I'm here, because sometimes, if you were to astral project here and you start flying, you start teleporting, you start curing cancer, you start manifesting food and other things out of thin air, people are going to notice, things are going to start attracting to you. Not really what you want when you're just trying to be low-key and explore. So I had to be very careful about my next moves. And this fruit appears my left hand. In fact, it was a veggie. It was a root. It looked like a beetroot. It looked like a beetroot. It was not a beetroot, because it was colored like garlic, but it had like the body of the beetroot. But when you pull out garlic or onion, their roots, it kind of had that. It was just very, very odd, very weird. The color of garlic, and I was like, okay, interesting. Because it manifested there. I didn't call for it. And so what happened next was Well, actually, now I have to take you back a little bit because I'm entertaining this idea of everything being light, which has made zero sense to me since the day I've heard it. Like, how can everything be? How can sound be light? Explain that to me. I didn't make sense. That was the one part I couldn't get through. So I've been playing with that idea, and I think I've been starting to explain it to myself in a way that I can understand it. Because, we're a light processing machine, and the main thing that got me was, okay, everything is light. I was starting to understand that. I'm not going to explain it to you because I'm still in a phase where I don't feel comfortable explaining it. But it was making sense to me. And one of the things that I understood through the explanation that I was giving myself was there's some light that I'm not processing right now. The Astral, that's a whole nother form of light, a whole less dense form of light that's happening. It's like another layer to this, but I'm just not aware of it right now. I'm not processing it through my physical body. I have to enter its range of frequency for me to really process it. And that is astral projection. I know it's possible to process it while you're in your physical body, but I'm not there yet. So I was like, okay, it's starting to make sense. But this fruit, right? This veggie, this root manifests in my hands. This is where we're on the story. I'm like, you know what? No balls. Take a bite. Delicious. I'm an invincible baby. So immediately I am in trouble. I am in trouble. My state of awareness just gets tripped out. I'm like, what is going on? But I get blissed out at the same time. It's literally like I'm reaching a state of bliss. It was so beautiful, oh my God. And everything just became brighter. Everything changed. Like right in front of me, everything changed. It's like I was reaching new levels of enlightenment, new states of mind, new pure states of mind. And this presence just enters my field of awareness because my awareness expanded tremendously. And it was like, go outside. Go outside. You're oscillating higher. You're going to be aware of more things. You're taking in more light, which is really freaking cool that something was aware of me playing around with this idea and wanted to help me, which might explain why I kept not being able to end the astral projection. So maybe I was supposed to have this. Anyway, I go outside. It's the same view, but the sky is aquamarine blue, and the freaking stars, it was like the sky making an aquamarine blue ocean just filled with diamonds, just sparkling at me. Just, oh my God, it was so pretty. But that's not the pretty part. The pretty part were the freaking planets. Again, if this is the sky, they were like as big as my hand, just in groups of 3, sometimes groups of 4, just absolutely massive. They were black, orange, red, green, blue. I don't really understand. And it's not like they were solid. They have some contrast to them, like they had oceans and skies. But primarily, they were black, orange, green, blue, red, all the colors of the rainbow. And as I'm sitting there, like, what? I just start getting drawn to them. I start lifting up because it was so beautiful. I've never seen the sky look as just different, as divine, as ash, whatever you want to call it. It was just, the view itself put me in a trance. So as I start going, I start getting closer to these planets, and no longer am I looking up to them, but I'm now looking almost at like eye level in this, in space to them. And so something kind of occurs to me like, wait, how did everything get closer? So I look down, and I'm floating way above where I was before by my grandma's house. And these girls were now by the shore, and they were like, I don't know, they were like calling up to me, something like that. So I go back down. Mind you, I'm still like I'm still very much in it. Everything is still very, very intense. It was like I had to anchor myself there hard, because if I let go, my consciousness was just gonna, I don't know what was gonna happen. It was very, very intense. So I got down, and the girls are like, "What's going on? Like, what are you doing? What is all this stuff?" And I'm looking at them like, "It's okay. Like, everything's beautiful." And I kind of broke my rule of trying not to cause too much attention, but yeah. And I can't really remember too much after that. I'm pretty sure I just went back to my body. This was at maybe like 4 or 5 a.m. And I couldn't make the video because everyone was still sleeping. Didn't want to make a bunch of noise. So here I am now, sharing the story at probably like 11:30. And yeah, that is how I experienced eating astral food, increasing my awareness in the astrals, which again, while that's even possible, while that food can even affect me there. But I mean, unless I'm a body of energy, introduce another body of energy into me, it's going to change the energy within me. No different in the astrals. I'm just less dense, so happened quicker, which it did happen quicker over there. And yeah, it's really cool to understand how everything was light, but it's again incredible that even in the astrals, there's still things I'm missing. There's still further layers in that same plane that I'm not being aware of. Just as I said here, I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I'm not aware of that's aware of me right now, just because I can't process that amount of light yet. However, in the astrals, I just kind of expect that you'd be able to do that. But freaking no, there was just this beautiful sky and planets that I couldn't see. And it took some weird beetroot, garlic-colored astral veggie to get me there. But yeah, this is really cool. If I ever see food in the astrals, I think I might start eating it. Yucky, no I won't. I'll have it gifted to me. Whew. So yeah, that's my story. Cool stuff. Peace, y'all. Hope you guys enjoy. Week 2 of permanent peace testing results will come when I get back home. All right, bye.